The following is a special presentation from the WKLM Sports Department.
Good evening from Heath High School. Garaway to the regionals for the first time since 1993, trying to get to the regional finals for the first time in school history. Garaway, the 10th ranked team in Division 6, a record of 21-4. They won 6 in a row. They're taking on the 8th ranked South Webster Lady Jeeps, a record of 21-2, and they won 2 straight, 10 of their last 11. South Webster to the regionals for a 5th consecutive year and trying to get back to the regional finals for a 2nd consecutive season. Stay tuned. We'll be speaking with the Garaway head volleyball coach Jessica Swartz on the pregame show on WKLM.
Hey, other guys' insurance, you got Kyle.
Hey, Kyle, it's Brenda. I was just reading through your proposal, and I have a few questions.
When we drafted up your proposal, we really aimed right down the middle.
Sometimes wonder if your insurance agent true priority is more time on the golf course.
At Hummel, we do insurance differently. Our expert advisors help you not only mitigate risk, but operate more efficiently, decrease employee turnover, and increase your bottom line.
Having trouble with your farm equipment? Don't spend all your hard-earned money on buying new. Bring your equipment to Fisher Farm Service, located at 5327 Weller Road Northwest in New Philadelphia, and have their qualified technicians take a look at it. The technicians at Fisher Farm Service can fix your equipment and have it working as good as new. Their technicians specialize in tractors, combines, skid loaders, and balers. So the next time your farm equipment is not working to your standard, take it to Fisher Farm Service and get your equipment back to peak performance. Call Fisher Farm Service at 330-364-4449.
At Home Siding Contractors, our mission is to give homeowners a quality product, whether it's our vinyl siding or our energy-efficient replacement windows and doors. Home Siding Contractors is ready to turn your home into one of your biggest energy-saving assets. You'll notice the difference as your home will stay warmer in the winter and cooler in the summer. Call 888-725-6619 for a in-home estimate or find all of our products at homesiding.com.
Premier Pharmacy has more ways to serve you. I'm Joel Gauss from Premier Pharmacy, and I'm happy to announce that our newest location in Sugar Creek is open and accepting new patients. Our location in downtown Sugar Creek accepts most major insurances and offers the same great service you've come to expect in our Berlin and Millersburg locations, including delivery and vaccination services. Give us a call today at 330-852-5146 and start experiencing the Premier Pharmacy difference. Premier Pharmacy is your local hometown independent pharmacy.
Phillips C.T. Gimdy is proud to sponsor this Garaway broadcast. The primary care facility will treat patients of all ages, from pediatrics through geriatrics. Dr. Teague will help manage and diagnose a variety of common illnesses and conditions, covering a broad spectrum of health issues. They're located at 153.5 North Broadway in Sugar Creek and the Sugar Creek Family Medical Center, across from the fire station, and accept most major insurance plans. Call 852-3211 for an appointment. For 79 years, Millersburg Electric has been serving the area with quality home appliances, including the household brands of General Electric, Speed Queen, Whirlpool, Maytag, and Frigidaire, as well as the custom line of Thermador. Their trained sales staff is prepared to meet your appliance needs, and an experienced delivery team is ready to provide professional, worry-free installation or take advantage of free in-carton drop-off to your home or business. Their factory-trained service staff ensures years of quality service after the sale. Millersburg Electric on State Route 83, or shop 24/7 at millersburgelectric.com.
Truck Month has been extended through October at Village Motors in Millersburg. Hi, this is Deke Miller, and we are offering supplier pricing right now on all in-stock Ford F-150s. Also, we're offering supplier pricing on all new Ram trucks in stock. Whether you're in the market for a half-ton, 3/4 or 1-ton, or even a heavier chassis, no matter the size, you get the supplier pricing plus all applicable rebates or financing specials. We have plenty of inventory in stock. Check us out online at villagemotorsinc.com or stop in and see us in Village Motors in Millersburg.
When you're thinking of old-fashioned smokehouse flavor, think Sugar Valley Meats. They cure their own ham and bacon, and the old-fashioned smokehouse uses hickory, apple, and sassafras. Processing, curing, and custom butchering are available, cut to your specifications. That's Sugar Valley Meats on Dutch Valley Drive in Sugar Creek. Turn left at the light, and Sugar Valley Meats is 1/4 mile on the right. Call today, 330-852-4423.
It's time for Before the Tip, brought to you by Hobron's Insurance in Millersburg.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owner's insurance agent. Hobron's Insurance Service, 170 South Clay Street in Millersburg. Call 1-800-340-3767.
Alongside Garaway Lady Pirates head volleyball coach Jessica Swartz after capturing the first district title in 31 years here at the regional semifinals. And Jessica, I have to imagine first district title in 31 years has to be a little bit of maybe reminiscing here this past week, right? So people can combine and being involved with that past team 31 years ago.
Yeah, there's been a little bit of just discussion on Facebook and sharing and a lot of different things that have happened that have been a really fun experience for our kids, and I think even for the alumni to be able to realize, oh, I was on that team 31 years ago and I remember when that happened, and good luck to you guys for this week. So it's been a lot of fun.
Makes it a lot of fun, very special. How do you balance versus the well-deserved celebration, but also focusing on the big match you have here tonight as well?
Well, right after our match, we got to work watching South Webster and trying to figure out what they do. And so it really kind of makes practice a pretty focused experience for us. We try hard to know what their tendencies are and to know what we're up against tonight.
And obviously you have that group here that wants to compete, has that kind of focus they've had all season long, correct?
Yeah, we have a really competitive group of kids this year, and they're young and they fight hard, but they also have some senior leadership that has really given them the freedom to feel like they can go out and compete and not be afraid. So that's been really fun.
You take on the Southwestern team. They've been kind of accustomed to coming to the regionals over the years here. What just stands out to you about this Southwestern team?
They definitely have the experience in this match. All of these seniors that they have played in this match for 4 years, and so we know that they're no stranger to this. We also know that they are going to serve tough and that they have some really nice disciplined defense, and they fight and they just really work hard to get every ball off the floor or keep every ball off the floor. So we're ready for that. We're excited. We know what to expect in that regard, but we also know that we're a little inexperienced in this match, and so we're hoping that the nerves can kind of subside and our kids can play in the present.
With that said, what are the things you're looking for your team? Is it a matter of just kind of keep doing what you've been doing type of thing?
Definitely. We know we have to serve tough. We know we have to be aggressive. We have to be aggressive attackers, and we have to win the ball control game, I think. We also really have to focus on our serve receive, which has been a primary focus for us all season.
Jessica, thanks for your time and good luck tonight.
Thank you, Matt.
That's the voice of Garaway Lady Pirates head volleyball coach, Jessica Swartz.
Before the Tip has been brought to you by Hobron's Insurance in Millersburg.
Sutherland Brothers Sand and Gravel Incorporated is proud to be a part of this Garaway broadcast. At Sutherland Brothers, they offer sand, gravel, topsoil and fill dirt, mason sand, and concrete sand. They are open Monday through Friday from 7 to 5, Saturdays from 7 to noon, and closed on holidays. Call 330-756-2244. That's 330-756-2244. Located on Sunland Road Northwest in Beach City. Sutherland Brothers Sand and Gravel Incorporated. Men with true grit. Critchfield Law Firm has always been dedicated to providing the highest quality legal services to their clients throughout Holmes County and surrounding areas. Critchfield Law Firm also understands the dedication of our youth. From the classroom to the music room to athletics, Holmes County's best is represented in every academic area. Critchfield Law Firm in Millersburg, wishing all who participate the best in their endeavors.
Time is ticking and your dream home is waiting. This is Ben Hirschberger at the Commercial and Savings Bank. We understand that buying a home can be overwhelming, but with CSB, it's easier than ever. We offer a range of options. Whether you're looking to buy, build, refinance, or improve your home, our mortgage lenders will guide you every step of the way. Visit our website at csb1.com to apply online today and turn your dream into a reality. The Commercial and Savings Bank, where homeownership begins. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Check out this opportunity in historic downtown Millersburg at 144 West Jackson Street with an asking price of $249,000. Listed for sale by Kaufman Realty and Auctions. This property has a potential 2 storefronts with a loading dock and a 2-bedroom apartment. It has off-street parking at the back and great exposure along Jackson Street. Bring your ideas for a business or invest for a good return. For more information or to choose a date and time to see this property, contact Dan Miller at 330-763-4653 or check it out at KaufmanRealty.com. When you're thinking of the right accessories to add to your home, think Copper Creek Hardware products and MRV Siding Supply. With Copper Creek Hardware, you won't find better quality at twice the price. In fact, you'll get great value for builder-grade door hardware. Plus, all Copper Creek Hardware is backed with a lifetime mechanical warranty and a 5-year warranty on all finishes. That's MRV Siding Supply in Millersburg, Newark, and Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Visit them on the web at mrvsiding.com.
Get your siding supplies from the siding guys. MRV Siding Supply.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owner's insurance agent. Hobron's Insurance Service, 170 South Clay Street in Millersburg. Call 1-800-340-3767.
Having trouble with your farm equipment? Don't spend all your hard-earned money on buying new. Bring your equipment to Fisher Farm Service, located at 5327 Weller Road Northwest in New Philadelphia, and have their qualified technicians take a look at it. The technicians at Fisher Farm Service can fix your equipment and have it working as good as new. Their technicians specialize in tractors, combines, skid loaders, and balers. So the next time your farm equipment is not working to your standard, take it to Fisher Farm Service and get your equipment back to peak performance. Call Fisher Farm Service at 330-364-4449.
Hey, other guys' insurance, you got Kyle.
Hey, Kyle, it's Brenda. I was just reading through your proposal and I have a few questions.
When we drafted up your proposal, we really aimed right down the middle.
Sometimes wonder if your insurance agent true priority is more time on the golf course.
At Hummel, we do insurance differently. Our expert advisors help you not only mitigate risk, but operate more efficiently, decrease employee turnover, and increase your bottom line.
Last season, Garaway finished up with a record of 12-12, and they were the 8th seed in the Division III East District Tournament. And Garaway would win over the number 7 seed Barnesville, 3 in straight sets in their first tournament to sectional tournament win. Then they fell to the 6 seed Claymont in straight sets in the sectional championship a season ago. South Webster finished up at 26-1 last year, and they were the top seed in the Division III Southeast 1 district, and they won in straight sets over the 25 seed Wellston to capture the sectional championship. A win in the district semifinals over the 12 seed Alexander in straight sets, and also capture the district title in straight sets over the 18 seed Megs. Then in the regional semifinals last year, South Webster won 3-1 over Adena before eventually falling to Meadowbrook in straight sets in the regional championship last year. That was the only loss for South Webster last season, that loss in the regional finals to Meadowbrook. And again, they finished up at 26-1 a season ago. Stay tuned, we'll have more to come on the pregame show after this on WKLM.
With today's market instability, many homeowners are looking to upgrade their existing home rather than buy or build a new one. At Home Siding Contractors, we know choosing the many colors and styles of siding, replacement windows, and doors can be overwhelming. At Home Siding Contractors, we can help make that decision easier. Durability, beauty, and low maintenance over time describes our products the best. Call Home Siding Contractors today at 888-725-6619 and let our professional staff help upgrade your home today.
Premier Pharmacy has more ways to serve you. I'm Joel Gauss from Premier Pharmacy, and I'm happy to announce that our newest location in Sugar Creek is open and accepting new patients. Our location in downtown Sugar Creek accepts most major insurances and offers the same great service you've come to expect in our Berlin and Millersburg locations, including delivery and vaccination services. Give us a call today at 330-852-5146 and start experiencing the Premier Pharmacy difference. Premier Pharmacy is your local, hometown, independent pharmacy.
Phillips CT GIMD is proud to sponsor this Garaway broadcast. The primary care facility will treat patients of all ages, from pediatrics through geriatrics. Dr. Teague will help manage and diagnose a variety of common illnesses and conditions, covering a broad spectrum of health issues. They're located at 153.5 North Broadway in Sugar Creek in the Sugar Creek Family Medical Center, across from the fire station, and accept most major insurance plans. Call 852-3211 for an appointment.
Some call it over-planning. At Millersburg Electric, we call it foresight. Be prepared for the next power outage with a Generac home standby generator. After sensing a power outage, a Generac generator automatically restores your home's power, whether you're home or away. Generac, it's not just a generator, it's a power move. Team up with Millersburg Electric and Generac today to schedule your free in-home consultation and a turnkey generator install. Call or visit millersburgelectric.com and be ready for the next power outage.
Truck Month has been extended through October at Village Motors in Millersburg. Hi, this is Deke Miller, and we are offering supplier pricing right now on all in-stock Ford F-150s. Also, we're offering supplier pricing on all new Ram trucks in stock. Whether you're in the market for a half-ton, 3/4 or 1-ton, or even a heavier chassis, no matter the size, you get the supplier pricing plus all applicable rebates or financing specials. We have plenty of inventory in stock. Check us out online at villagemotorsinc.com or stop in and see us in Village Motors in Millersburg.
When you're thinking of old-fashioned smokehouse flavor, think Sugar Valley Meats. They cure their own ham and bacon, and the old-fashioned smokehouse uses hickory, apple, and sassafras. Processing, curing, and custom butchering are available, cut to your specifications. That's Sugar Valley Meats on Dutch Valley Drive in Sugar Creek. Turn left at the light, and Sugar Valley Meats is 1/4 mile on the right. Call today, 330-852-4423.
Sutherland Brothers Sand and Gravel Incorporated is proud to be a part of this Garaway broadcast. At Sutherland Brothers, they offer sand, gravel, topsoil and fill dirt, mason sand, and concrete sand. They are open Monday through Friday from 7 to 5, Saturdays from 7 to noon, and closed on holidays. Call 330-756-2244. That's 330-756-2244. Located on Sutherland Road Northwest in Beach City. Sutherland Brothers Sand and Gravel Incorporated. Men with true grit. Critchfield Law Firm has always been dedicated to providing the highest quality legal services to their clients throughout Holmes County and surrounding areas. Critchfield Law Firm also understands the dedication of our youth. From the classroom to the music room to athletics, Holmes County's best is represented in every academic area. Critchfield Law Firm in Millersburg, wishing all who participate the best in their endeavors. Garaway comes in with just 4 losses on the season. Of course, they had the straight sets loss at Tusky Valley back on August 27th. Also lost 3 games to 2, and that was at Coshocton, and that was back on September 9th. And also fell 3 games to 2 to Highland at home back on October 3rd as well, in 3 of their 4 losses on the year. And also, of course, they lost in 3 games to 1 earlier in the season at Strasburg as well. Since that last loss, though, to Highland in October 3rd, they have rounded off 6 consecutive wins, and Garaway has a record of 21-4, and they are their 10th ranked team in Division 6, are the Garaway Lady Pirates. 4th, South Webster, just 2 losses on the season after they had just 1 loss last year. They began the season with 11 consecutive wins before going down 3 games to 2 at Wheelersburg, and then they won 8 in a row before falling in the straight sets to the same Wheelersburg team on their home floor on October 8th. So that's the only 2 losses this year coming to the same team, Wheelersburg, for South Webster on the season. They have won 2 straight in 10 of their last 11 matches coming in. South Webster, a record of 21-2 on the year. They're the 8th ranked team in Division 6. We'll take another break, come back with more on the pregame show next on WKLM.
Are you ready to accelerate towards your dreams with a new car, ATV, boat, or some extra cash for personal needs? This is Zach Deidinger, a banking center manager at the Commercial and Savings Bank, here to help you fund your next adventure. Our team of experts is committed to finding the right solution for you with competitive rates, flexible terms, and personalized service. Visit csb1.com to apply online or give us a call at 800-654-9015 to speak with a loan specialist and discover the CSB advantage. The Commercial and Savings Bank. Relationships you can bank on. Member FDIC.
Discover this new construction plan unit development, single-family home, located at 1001 Sycamore Lane in Millersburg. That is listed for sale by Kaufman Realty and Auctions, with an asking price of $239,000. This townhouse property was built in 2023 and has 2 bedrooms and 2 full baths, with 1,400 square feet. Located in the West Hills Local School District. For more information or to choose a date and time to see this property, contact Pedro Guzman at 330-852-4111 or check it out at kaufmanrealty.com. Transform your home with the timeless beauty of cedar without the hassle. An MRV Siding Supply with maintenance-free sham-clad shiplap siding. The perfect blend of style and durability. Whether it's for porch ceilings, siding, or shutters, their sham-clad shiplap siding offers the latest designs that everyone is talking about. No staining, no sealing, just stunning, hassle-free elegance. Get the look of cedar and elevate your home with sham-clad shiplap siding today. That's MRV Siding Supply in Millersburg, Newark, and Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Visit them on the web at mrvsiding.com.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owner's insurance agent. Hobron's Insurance Service, 170 South Clay Street in Millersburg. Call 1-800-340-3767.
Having trouble with your farm equipment? Don't spend all your hard-earned money on buying new. Bring your equipment to Fisher Farm Service, located at 5327 Weller Road Northwest in New Philadelphia, and have their qualified technicians take a look at it. The technicians at Fisher Farm Service can fix your equipment and have it working as good as new. Their technicians specialize in tractors, combines, skid loaders, and balers. So the next time your farm equipment is not working to your standard, take it to Fisher Farm Service and get your equipment back to peak performance. Call Fisher Farm Service at 330-364-4449.
Garaway began this season's tournament trail in Division 6 as the top seed in the East District. They won in straight sets over the 9-seed Shadyside to capture the sectional title at Garaway. Then won 3-1 over the 5-seed Shenandoah before capturing the district title, of course, with that win over the 3-seed Highland, 3-1 for the first district championship since 1993 in 31 years. On the other end for South Webster, the top seed in the Southeast 2 district, and they won in straight sets over the 8-seed Waterford before capturing the district title in the two-match district as they won over the 4-seed Southeastern in straight sets to capture yet another district title for the South Webster team. For Garaway and South Webster squaring off tonight. Garaway, of course, comes in as the 10th-ranked team in Division 6. South Webster ranked 8th in Division 6 here at Heath. The winner of this match will take on Marion Pleasant, who won in straight sets over Nelsonville York in the regional championship. So it'll be the winner of this match against Pleasant this Saturday, 2 o'clock, back here at Heath High School. Garaway, as I mentioned, first district title and first time to the regional since in 31 years. In 1993, they lost to Buckeye Trail in the regional semifinals, 2-1. Of course, it was a best of 3 back then, and also fell to Adena in the regional semifinals back in 1991. So if a win tonight for Garaway happens, it'll be the first ever trip in school history to the regional championship. For South Webster, they've kind of made it an old hat as they're to the regionals for a 5th consecutive year, trying to get back to the regional finals for a 2nd consecutive year. They captured a regional championship back in 2021, and of course that year they won in the regional finals over Newark Catholic in the regional championship in straight sets, and then fell to Nelsonville York in the state semifinals that year, 3-1. In that season, it was New Knoxville who actually would go on to capture the state title in Division 4 back in that 2021 season. Of course, I mentioned South Webster falling to them in the state semifinals. We'll take a break, come back with more on the pregame show next on WKLM.
Hey, other guys' insurance, you got Kyle.
Hey, Kyle, it's Brenda. I was just reading through your proposal, and I have a few questions.
When we drafted up your proposal, we really aimed right down the middle.
Sometimes wonder if your insurance agent true priority is more time on the golf course.
At Hummel, we do insurance differently. Our expert advisors help you not only mitigate risk, but operate more efficiently, decrease employee turnover, and increase your bottom line.
Looking to upgrade the exterior of your home? Siding is indeed the best bang for your dollar. Hi, I'm Nevin Mast with Home Siding Contractors. We have the best siding on the market today, and the low maintenance aspect of our siding is what our customers enjoy the most. Provia Siding fits that bill exactly. No frequent painting or staining with wood siding. No routine sealing like stucco. Provia Siding lasts. Check out all we have to offer at our new and improved showroom east of Millersburg, and let our experienced sales team show you how affordable our products can be.
Premier Pharmacy has more ways to serve you. I'm Joel Gauss from Premier Pharmacy, and I'm happy to announce that our newest location in Sugar Creek is open and accepting new patients. Our location in downtown Sugar Creek accepts most major insurances and offers the same great service you've come to expect in our Berlin and Millersburg locations, including delivery and vaccination services. Give us a call today at 330-852-5146 and start experiencing the Premier Pharmacy difference. Premier Pharmacy is your local hometown independent pharmacy.
Phillips CT GIMD is proud to sponsor this Garaway broadcast. The primary care facility will treat patients of all ages, from pediatrics through geriatrics. Dr. Teague will help manage and diagnose a variety of common illnesses and conditions, covering a broad spectrum of health issues. They're located at 153.5 North Broadway in Sugar Creek and the Sugar Creek Family Medical Center, across from the fire station, and accept most major insurance plans. Call 852-3211 for an appointment.
Some call it overplanning. At Millersburg Electric, we call it foresight. Be prepared for the next power outage with a Generac home standby generator. After sensing a power outage, a Generac generator automatically restores your home's power, whether you're home or away. Generac, it's not just a generator, it's a power move. Team up with Millersburg Electric and Generac today to schedule your free in-home consultation and a turnkey generator install. Call or visit millersburgelectric.com and be ready for the next power outage.
Truck Month has been extended through October at Village Motors in Millersburg. Hi, this is Deke Miller, and we are offering supplier pricing right now on all in-stock Ford F-150s. Also, we're offering supplier pricing on all new Ram trucks in stock. Whether you're in the market for a half-ton, 3/4 or 1-ton, or even a heavier chassis, no matter the size, you get the supplier pricing plus all applicable rebates or financing specials. We have plenty of inventory in stock. Check us out online at villagemotorsinc.com or stop in and see us in Village Motors in Millersburg.
When you're thinking of old-fashioned smokehouse flavor, think Sugar Valley Meats. They cure their own ham and bacon, and the old-fashioned smokehouse uses hickory, apple, and sassafras. Processing, curing, and custom butchering are available, cut to your specifications. That's Sugar Valley Meats on Dutch Valley Drive in Sugar Creek. Turn left at the light, and Sugar Valley Meats is 1/4 mile on the right. Call today, 330-852-4423.
And tonight's national anthem is being brought to you by the Holmes County Veterans Services in Millersburg. once again, tonight's national anthem being brought to you by the Holmes County Veteran Services in Millersburg. Taking a look at tonight's starting lineups. First of all, for the Garaway Lady Pirates, starting for them will be freshman libero. That's Sydney Miller. Also starting for Garaway will be senior outside hitter. That's Morgan Slayball. And senior middle hitter, that's Cora Head. Also for Garaway is senior right side hitter and defensive specialist Caitlin Mast. Sophomore outside hitter Audrey Miller, and also sophomore center and Charlie Yoder, along with freshman middle hitter in Quinn Shorts. Garaway, a record of 21-4, the 10th ranked team in Division 6. They won 6 matches in a row, and they're coached by Jessica Schwartz. For South Webster, starting for them this evening, that'll be junior libero, that's Annie Claxon. Also for South Webster is senior defensive specialist, that's Lauren Kaltenbach. Also senior outside hitter, Michaela Raynard. And junior defensive specialist in center, Sydney Kessler. And also sophomore and Kennedy Hamilton. And senior middle hitter, Mia Crum. And junior defensive specialist, Kinley Horner. South Webster has a record of 21-2. They're the 8th ranked team in Division 6. They've won 2 straight in 10 of their last 11, and they are coached by Darcy Claxon. We'll take a break, come back with the opening serve after this on WKLM. Sutherland Brothers Sand and Gravel Incorporated is proud to be a part of this Garaway broadcast. At Sutherland Brothers, they offer sand, gravel, topsoil, and fill dirt, mason sand, and concrete sand. They are open Monday through Friday from 7 to 5, Saturdays from 7 to noon, and closed on holidays. Call 330-756-2244. That's 330-756-2244. Located on Sunland Road Northwest in Beach City. Sunland Brothers Sand and Gravel Incorporated. Men with true grit. Critchfield Law Firm has always been dedicated to providing the highest quality legal services to their clients throughout Holmes County and surrounding areas. Critchfield Law Firm also understands the dedication of our youth. From the classroom to the music room to athletics, Holmes County's best is represented in every academic area. Critchfield Law Firm in Millersburg, wishing all who participate the best in their endeavors. Reminder, we are video live streaming tonight's match on the WKLM YouTube page, courtesy of our partnership with Claxon Communications. Casey Claxon is producing tonight's live stream coverage, and also Andrew Dunlap is working the camera. So go to YouTube, search WKLM Radio, and again, you can find the live stream coverage for tonight's match. We're also on FM 95.3 and WKLM-FM.com. Blaisdon Mullins is back at WKLM Sports Central. Reminder also, tomorrow night we'll have playoff football coming our way. From Chillicothe, West Olds is going to be taking on Unioto. And our hometown football Friday night pregame show begins at 6 p.m. for that kickoff at 7 o'clock. And also, of course, we'll have playoff football from Garaway, as we'll be broadcasting the Garaway Lakeview contest as well. Airtime about 6:15 for that kickoff again at 7 o'clock. Both those games will be video live streamed on the WKLM YouTube page for tomorrow night. So stay tuned for that. And West Olds Unioto will also be on FM 95.3 and WKLM-FM.com. The Garaway game will be on YouTube and also stream too on our website. So Garaway, Lakeview, West Holmes, Unioto for tomorrow night on WKLM. Also on, of course, Saturday, we're hoping to have Garaway volleyball. If Garaway can win tonight, we'll have that regional championship on Saturday. We'll see how things play out tonight. And, of course, coming up on Sunday, we'll have boys Division 5 regional championship soccer from Streetsboro. Central Christian will be in action in that one against Lake Center Christian. We'll be live streaming that contest as well on Sunday. That'll be a noon start. Airtime for that about 11:40 a.m. on YouTube, and also on Stream 2 coming up on Sunday as well. Of course, that on top of Ohio State football against Penn State Saturday, Cleveland Browns football on Sunday, so plenty of sports this weekend here on WKLM. Garaway wearing their gray jerseys and also blue stripes and white numerals as well, and for South Webster, their black jerseys and black shorts, and red numerals and white stripes for the Lady Jeeps here for tonight. Again, South Webster trying to get to the regional finals for a second consecutive year. Garaway trying to get to the regional finals for the first time in school history after advancing to the regionals for the first time in 31 seasons. And for the two sides, the winner of this will move on to Saturday's regional final against Marion Pleasant, who won over Nelsonville York in straight sets in the earlier regional semifinal being played here at Heath. So the winner against Marion Pleasant Saturday 2 o'clock back here at Heath High School in the regional championship match. just about ready to get things underway from Heath High School. Division 6 regional semifinal volleyball. And for the first serve, it'll be South Webster serving from left to right. And with that serve is going to be Addie Claxon. Of course, South Webster coached by Darcy Claxon, former Riverview High School graduate, the head coach here for South Webster. It'll be Claxon will sit it over the net. Here's the dig out for Garaway. Now the set. And the spike over going to be slammed home on the kill by Garaway's Audrey Miller. And Garaway takes a 1-0 lead. And a side out to Garaway, serving from right to left. And it'll be Audrey Miller, the sophomore, at the service line. She will lob it over. Bumped high in the air by Claxon. And bump forward now off the hand of the Kesslers. The spike over the net will be blocked. And diving dig by Southwester, bumped over the net by Claxon. And bump forward now off the hands now of Miller. Here's a spike sent over by Morgan Stable. Now the set again for Southwester. Here's the spike sent over on the dig. Bump forward, now the set here by Charlie Yoder. Slammed over by Garaway. Set again off the hands of Kessler. The spike over the net by the left-hander Southwester. Bump forward high in the air by Charlie Yoder. Spiked over by Garaway. Hits the right back corner. It'll be a point for the Garaway Lady Pirates. They take a 2-0 lead. Service point goes to Audrey Miller. Has a kill and a service point so far for Garaway, up 2-0. Audrey Miller again at the service line. Sophomore will lob it over the net. It'll be a diving dig by Claxon. Off the hands now. Here's the dink over the net. No, into the net. He can't clear it on the hit by Michaela Raynard. And a point goes to Garaway. They have a 3-0 lead. Good start for the Lady Pirates. Game 1 of this best-of-5 match. Miller lobs it over left back corner. Bumped high in the air. Now the set by Kessler. Here's the spike. Off the top of the net and dug out by Garaway. Somehow over the net. Set again. And the dink just over the net off the hands of South Webster. And the dink over by Garaway goes off the hands of Croy Head. Now the set. And a spike over. Going to be diving dig by Sydney Miller. Bump forward by Yoder. Sent back over the hit by Garaway. Dug out by Kessler. The set. Dink over the net by South Webster. Dug out by Garaway again. Bump forward. And a spiked over on Morgan Stable. Bump forward by Addie Claxon. Now the set by Kessler. The spike slammed home to the center back line by Michaela Raynard, and she'll get the kill. Side out South Webster to get their first point. They'll serve it at 1-3, trailing by a pair. Play in 25, of course, win by 2. And of course, if you do get to that fifth set, it's the 15, win by 2. At the line will be Michaela Raynard. And the senior will serve it over. Bumped high in the air, and the bump forward. Now the set by Yoder. Here's a spike by Morgan Stable. She'll find the right back corner for the kill. Morgan Stable, the IVC South Player of the Year. Side out to Garaway. Now have a 4-1 advantage at the service line as Cora Head. And the senior will lob it over. Bump forward. Now the set by Kessler. And the spike sent over by the left-hander. Too long on the hit, I believe, by Mia Crum. It will be indeed too long. Point goes to Garaway. 5-1 Lady Pirates. Cora Head at the service line. And she will lob it over. Bump forward now by Claxon. Here's the set now by Raynard. That spike sent over. Dug out again off the hands of Garaway. Bump high in the air by Yoder. The spike by Morgan Stable. Again to that right back corner. She'll slam it home. Point goes to the Lady Pirates. Cora Head at the line with the 6-1 Garaway lead. And will serve it over. Bump forward by Claxon. Now the set by Kessler. Here's the spike sent over. And that time the kill by Mia Crum to the center back line. Side out Seth Webster. Crum has her first kill. And the Jeeps will serve it at 2-6, trailing by 4. And the serve for Sydney Kessler. Sends it over, center back line. Bump forward, high in the air. Now the set by Yoder. Here's the spike by Morgan Stable, and she'll slam it home. Morgan Stable doing what she does. 3 kills for her, side out Garaway. And a 7-2 lead at the line. Going to be sophomore center Charlie Yoder. Yoder lobs it over. Left back corner before by Claxon. Now the set by Kessler. Here's the spike slammed over by Mia Crum, and she'll slam it home. Crum has her second kill, side out Seth Webster. And serving at 3-7. And the winner moves on to Saturday's regional final against Marion Pleasant, who defeated Nelsonville York. It'll be Saturday, 2 o'clock here at Heath High School. Serve sent over. Dug out by Schlabel. Here's the set by Yoder. Spiked by Morgan Schlabel. The kill by Morgan Schlabel to the left back corner. Number 4 for Morgan Schlabel on the kills in side out to Garaway. Up 8-3. And Schlabel will have the serve as well. And the senior serves it over. Bump forward. Now the set by Kessler. Spike off the net. Going to be blocked, and a point goes to Garaway. 9-3 Lady Pirates. Schlabel back at the service line. And Schlabel serves it over. And diving dig attempt by Claxon. Can't get to it. Off her hands and does not return it. Point goes to Garaway. Nobody back in that right back corner area, and that's where Morgan Schlabel served it. 10-3 lead for Garaway. And she'll slob it over. Left back corner, but this time bump forward. He'll be blocked at the net by Quinn Schwartz, dug out by Claxon. Step back over the slam by South Webster, dug out, however, by Tango. Step back over the hit by Schwartz. Bump forward high in the air, and the set by Claxon now. Sit back over the net by South Webster. Dug out off the hands of Audrey Miller. Here's the spike. Slammed over by True Tango. And the set now by South Webster. The spike can be blocked again at the net by Schwartz. Here's a set again. And the spike sent over and falls into the middle of the floor on the other end off the hands of Carrie Sun. And a point goes to South Webster. So Sun with the kill. Side out to the Jeeps. Serving out 4-10. Trailing by 6. At the line will be Lauren Coltonbach, the senior. She'll lob it over. Well, 4 now by Sydney Miller. The set by Yoder. Here's the spike slammed over by Audrey Miller. Dug out, however, by Claxon. Sent back over. Here's the set again by Yoder. And the spike by Audrey Miller. Blocked. Dug out again off the hands of Morgan Schlabel. Set by Yoder now. Spike by True Tango. Blocked again. And point goes to South Webster. Blocked at the net by Kennedy Hamilton that time around. And now serving at 5-10. South Webster down by 5. Colton Buck lobs it over. Bump backwards off the hands of Audrey Miller. Cannot return it from that left back corner area. And another point goes to South Webster. Back-to-back service points for Lauren Coltonbach, serving out 6-10. Game 1 of this best-of-5 match. And Coltonbach lobs it over. Bump forward now by Audrey Miller. Dug out by Tango. Sit back over by Charlie Yoder. Bump forward by Claxon now. Here's the set by Clark. Going to be spiked over now on the hands of South Webster. They'll get the kill. And with that kill that time for South Webster, going to be Michaela Raynard. And now serving at 7-10 is South Webster. Serve sent over by Coltonbach. Bump high in the air by Audrey Miller. Off the hands now of Sydney Miller. Set back over by Morgan Schlabel. Bump forward by Claxon. Here's the set by Kessler. And the spike slammed over by Brainerd. Bump forward. Dug out over the net, but wide left on that hit by Quentin Schwartz. Point goes again to South Webster. Coltonbach on a roll here at the service line. And he's got South Webster back into this and down 8-10. So Coltonbach the serve. 5 straight points overall for the Jeeps. And she'll serve it over. And too long that time as Schwartz and Schlabel wisely let that go. And a side out back to Garaway, serving now at 11-8. 3-point lead for the Lady Pirates. Quinn Schwartz is at the service line. Schwartz sends it into the net. Does the freshman, and it'll be a side out over to South Webster. Jeeps will serve it at 9-11, trailing by a pair at the line. That's going to be sophomore Carrie Sun. Sun will send it over. Bumped off the hands of Sydney Miller. Can't return it. Point goes to South Webster. And now back to within 1. Sun with the kill. Now a service point to her credit. Serving at 10-11 now for the Jeeps. She'll send it over. Bump forward by Sydney Miller. Now to Morgan Schlabel. Sent over by Audrey Miller. Deflected. Diving dig now by Claxon. Here's the set. by Kessler. The spike sent over the net and slammed home by Carey Sun. Point for Southwestern. We're tied up at 11 apiece. Tied at 11. And Sun to serve it again. Sends it over. Bump forward by Schlabel. Now the set by Charlie Yoder. Spike by Audrey Miller. Diving dig by Claxon. Off the hands of Sun now. Sit back over on the hit and dug out now by Charlie Yoder to Sydney Miller. Here's the spike by Audrey Miller off the hands of Claxon. Diving dig attempt over the net. Slammed back home by True Tangle. Dug out again off the hands of Colton Buck. Sit back over into the net. However, this time on the hit by Michaela Raynard. And a point goes to Garaway. Side out to the Pirates. Serving now at 12-11. They'll regain the lead by a point. And stepping to the service line and checking in, Caitlin Mass, the senior. Serving at 12-11. And Scholes sent it over. And off the hands, a attempt return by Lauren Kaltenbach. Can't return it, point goes to Garaway. 13-11, Garaway, game one of this best-of-5 match. Caitlin Mass at the line. And lobs it over. Claxon bumps it high in the air, set now by Kessler. Here's the dink over the net off the hands of Raynard. It falls into the left front corner. Point for South Webster. Side out to the Jeep, serving out 12-13. Down by a point. At the line is Addie Claxon. Claxon lobs it over. Diving dig off the hands of Mast to Yoder. Can't return it. Point goes to South Webster. We're tied again at 13-all. So tied at 11 and 13 after Garaway led 10-4 at one point. Claxon will get that service point, and that's her first. Claxon lobs it over the net. Bumped forward by Morgan Stable. And the set by Yoder. Here's the spike. Slammed over off the hit now. Time of Croy ahead. Bump forward. The spike over by Raynard. Dug off the hands of Caitlin Mast. Here's the spike. Slammed home to the left back corner. Audrey Miller, who gets the kill for Garaway. Second kill from Miller. Side out Garaway. Serving at 14-13. 1 point lead for the Lady Pirates. And service sent over by Audrey Miller and be dug out. Set by Kessler. Here's the spike slammed over and dug out by Audrey Miller. Now to Mass, set back over by Charlie Yoder. Here's the set again by Kessler. And can't timing her jump going up for it to try to think it over was Mia Crum. Couldn't time it. And it falls down on the South Webster side. Point goes to Garaway. Now up 15-13. Audrey Miller will lob it just over the net. It'll be bumped forward by Raynard. And now the hit by Claxon over the net. Bumped forward by Sydney Miller for Garaway. Now the set by Yoder. Here's a spike by Morgan Stable. It'll find the center back line for the kill. Back to a 3-point lead are the Lady Pirates, 16-13. Audrey Miller, 4 service points here for game one. She'll serve it over. Bump forward now by Claxon. Off the hands of Kessler. And a spike by Raynard, blocked at the net, and dug out again by Colton Buck. Sent back over on the hit by Mia Crum. Now the set by Yoder. The spike going to be into the net. Point goes to South Webster. On the attempted spike by Croy ahead. Side out to the Jeeps. They'll serve at 14-16. Either tied or trailed this entire game, but right in this one is at the service line now. He is going to be Michaela Raynard, the senior. She'll send it just over the net, dug out by Mast. Now above 4 by Yoder, by Miller rather. The spike by Morgan Stable into the net. And a point to South Webster. Now back to within 1, 15-16. Raynard, her first service point for game one. Raynard lobs it over. Dug out. Set now by Yoder. Here's the spike by Morgan Stable. She'll slam it home to the center back line. Morgan Stable coming through as she does when Garaway needs that point most and gets it right there. So side out to Garaway. They have that 17-15 lead. 6 kills for game one for Schlabel. At the line, Croy ahead. She'll serve it over. Dug out by Claxon. Set back Kessler. Here's the spike sent over. Going to be a kill for South Webster. As will be slammed home that time on that hit by Bria Schubert. So Bria Schubert coming through that time around. Her first kill, side out to South Webster, serving at 16-17. Serve sent off the top of the net and be dug out by Morgan Stable. Set by Yoder. Stable will spike it over and dug out. Hit the wide left on the attempt to return. And a side out back to Garaway. So Stable will get credit for that kill. Side out to Garaway with an 18-16 advantage. Again, played at 25, win by 2. Charlie Yoder at the line. She'll serve it over. And it goes a bit wide left. Going for that left back corner. But instead it'll be wide and a side out to South Webster, serving at 17-18, down by a point. Back and forth we go throughout game number 1. And the serve will be sent over by, on the serve by Mia Ked. It'll be sent back over on the hit by True Tango, who finds the right back corner. After Mia Crum's serve, and now Tango gets the kill. Side out Garaway, 19-17. They have the lead by 2. And a timeout called by South Webster, 19-17 Garaway. This is Regional Semifinal Volleyball on WKLM.
Time is ticking and your dream home is waiting. This is Ben Hirschberger at the Commercial and Savings Bank. We understand that buying a home can be overwhelming, but with CSB, it's easier than ever. We offer a range of options. Whether you're looking to buy, build, refinance, or improve your home, our mortgage lenders will guide you every step of the way. Visit our website at csb1.com to apply online today and turn your dream into a reality. The Commercial and Savings Bank, where homeownership begins. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Already closely contested here in game 1 of this best of 5 match. 19-17 Garaway. Winner moves on to Saturday's regional final against Marion Pleasant. That'll be at 2 o'clock here at Heath High School. Pleasant won in straight sets over Nelsonville York in the earlier regional semifinal here at Heath. At the line for Garaway, Morgan Stable out of the timeout. 2-point lead for Garaway. Stable will serve it over and goes too long over the head of Addie Claxon. Lets it go and a side out to South Webster. They'll serve it 18-19, back to within a point. So that timeout was timely for South Webster that time around. At the service line will be Lauren Coltenbach. And the senior will send it over. Bump forward by Schwartz. Here's the set by Yoder. Schwartz will send it over. And diving dig attempt off the hands now of Coltenbach. Spiked over by Raynard. Bump forward now off the hands of Schwartz. Hits up in the air. Spiked by Audrey Miller, and she'll get the kill. She had to go after that one, and she found it, and she slammed it home. Side out Garaway, serving at 20-18. And the freshman, Quinn Schwartz, is at the service line. Schwartz will lob it over. Bumped high in the air by Coltenbach. Here's a set by Kessler. The spike by Raynard. Hits it too long. Point Garaway. 21-18 Lady Pirates. First service point for Schwartz. And she will lob it over. Bump forward. Now the set by Kessler. Here's the spike by Raynard. Deflected off the net. Be dug out. Now off the hands of the set by Yoder. The spike by Audrey Miller. And she'll get the kill to that left back corner. Audrey Miller again coming through. Garaway has taken a 22-18 lead. And Schwartz is running. She'll send it just over the net. Diving dig by Raynard. Bump forward. Off the hands down. The stick of the net by Raynard. Diving dig by Charlie Yoder. The set by Schwartz. And gets called for the push on that attempted set. So side out back over to South Webster. Jeeps will serve it at 19-22. They trail by 3. At the service line will be Carrie Sun. And Sun will serve it over. Dug up by Sydney Miller. Set by Yoder. Here's a spike by Audrey Miller. She'll get the kill. Side out Garaway up 23-19. 2 points away from getting a win in this first game of the best of 5 match. At the line, that's going to be Caitlin Mast. And not before timeout by South Webster. We'll take a timeout as well. This is Regional Semifinal Volleyball on WKLM. Check out this property located at 111 South Clay Street in Millersburg. Listed for sale by Kaufman Realty and Auctions with an asking price of $398,000. Currently set up as 3 floors of office space, former attorney and title company offices with lots of built-in cabinets and filing capabilities. It has the front desk reception area, conference rooms, private offices, and 3 half baths with an 11-space concrete parking lot. For more information, or to choose a date and time to see this property, contact Steve Mogg at 330-763-4769 or check it out at KaufmanRealty.com. Once again, this match being video live streamed on the WKLM YouTube page, courtesy of our partnership with Claxon Communications. Casey Claxon producing tonight's live stream coverage. Andrew Dunlap is working the camera. Go to YouTube, search WKLM Radio to find the live stream coverage for tonight's match. Here's the serve by Caitlin Mass out of the timeout. Bump forward by Claxon. Here's a set by Kessler. Nick over the net by South Webster. Dug out again. The set by Yoder. Here's a spike sent over. And it's going to be a kill for Croy Head to the center back line. Croy Head coming through her first kill of game 1. Now Garaway with a chance for game point here in this first set, up 24-19. Caitlin Mast with the serve, sends it over. Bump forward by Claxon. Here's the dink over the net, this time by Kessler. Dug out by Garaway, set back over by Croy Head. Set again by Claxon. Now to Kessler. Here's a spike by Rayner, and she'll get the kill to the center back line. Side out, South Webster staying alive for now. Serving at 20-24, still possible game point here for Garaway. Addie Claxon's at the service line. Claxon lobs it over, off the hands of Sydney Miller, who can't return it. Point goes to South Webster. Not done just yet. It'll be Claxon's second service point of game 1. Claxon lobs it over. Bump forward by Sydney Miller this time. Set by Yoder. Here's the spike sent over by Audrey Miller. Blocked at the net. Sydney Miller will bump it forward. Set back over by Croy Head. Set by Rayner. Set by Kessler. Here's a attempted dink by Mia Crum. Can't do it. Point goes to Garaway, and Garaway will win it 25-21 in game 1 of this best-of-5 match. So 1-0 lead for Garaway. We'll take a break, come back with game 2 after this. This is Regional Semifinal Volleyball on WKLM. Get luxury for every home with Montana Forge Hardware and MRV Siding Supply. Montana Forge provides custom luxury for every home and is one of the most affordable luxury brands in the industry, with solid forged brass designer hardware manufactured to the highest standards. Don't forget about beautiful Montana Forge bath hardware, available in all Montana Forge finishes. That's MRV Siding Supply in Millersburg, Newark, and Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Visit them on the web at mrvsiding.com.
Get your siding supplies from the siding guys. MRV Siding Supply.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owner's insurance agent. Hobron's Insurance Service, 170 South Clay Street in Millersburg. Call 1-800-340-3767.
Having trouble with your farm equipment? Don't spend all your hard-earned money on buying new. Bring your equipment to Fisher Farm Service, located at 5327 Weller Road Northwest in New Philadelphia, and have their qualified technicians take a look at it. The technicians at Fisher Farm Service can fix your equipment and have it working as good as new. Their technicians specialize in tractors, combines, skid loaders, and balers. So the next time your farm equipment is not working to your standard, take it to Fisher Farm Service and get your equipment back to peak performance. Call Fisher Farm Service at 330-364-4449.
Hey, other guys' insurance, you got Kyle.
Hey, Kyle, it's Brenda. I was just reading through your proposal, and I have a few questions.
When we drafted up your proposal, we really aimed right down the middle.
Sometimes wonder if your insurance agent true priority is more time on the golf course.
At Hummel, we do insurance differently. Our expert advisors help you not only mitigate risk, but operate more efficiently, decrease employee turnover, and increase your bottom line.
Tonight's opening serve brought to you by Pomerane Hospital in Millersburg. Pomerane was selected for the North Coast 99 Award. See how you can be a part of their exceptional team by visiting pomerane.org/careers. Garaway has the first serve to begin set number 2 after they won game 1, 25-21. Sent over by Audrey Miller. Here's the set for South Webster. The spike over by Raynard. Diving dig attempt by Audrey Miller. Off the hands of Sydney Miller. Set back over somehow by Morgan. Stay ball dug out by Claxon. Set by Kessler. The spike by Raynard. And dug out, this time not returned. On the kill by Michaela Raynard. On a nice rally to start things off for game 2. So side out to South Webster. They have a 1-0 lead. Of course, Garaway got off to that good start. Then South Webster battled back in that last set. And Garaway held them off 25-21. Here's the serve by Raynard over the net. Dug out by Garaway. Set now by Charlie Yoder. Here's the spike. Centered by Corhead. Dug out. Off the hands of Kessler on the set. Here's the dink over the net. Off the hands of Bree Schubert. Now the set by Sydney Miller. The dink over the net by Morgan Staball. Set back over, blocked by Staball again. Off the hands of Claxon, the Kessler. The spike by Schubert. Dug out off the hands of Charlie Yoder. Set back over by Staball. Now the spike slammed over on Mia Crum. Diving dig by Sydney Miller. Off the hands of Caitlin Mass. Set back over into the net by Sydney Miller. And a point goes to South Webster. 2-0 Lady Jeeps here in game number 2. Again, Garaway leads this best of 5 match 1-0. And Raynard has the serve again, lobs it over. Bump forward by Audrey Miller, off the hands of Yoder. Set back over now by Cora Head. Bump forward, now the set by Kessler. The think of that by Mia Crum, diving dig by Sydney Miller. Set by Yoder. And the spike by Morgan Staball, and that's going to find the right back corner, Morgan Staball. And it'll be a side out to Garaway. Just did sneak it in there, and Garaway will serve it at 1-2. And Cora Head will have the serve. Joe lob it over. Bump forward now by Claxon, off the hands of Kessler. And sit back over on the hip now by Schubert, dug out. Bump forward by Audrey Miller, set head over the net by Staball. It'll find the left back corner somehow on the hit by Staball for the Garaway point. Tied up at 2 apiece. Corey Head, her third service point for the match, sends it over. Bump forward by Claxon. Dug out now by Kessler, step back over on the hit by Raynard. And not returned on the hit by Raynard for Garaway. It'll be a point for South Webster. Second kill for Raynard here in game 2. She is now 7 for the match. Side out to South Webster. They have a 3-2 lead. Garaway leads the best of 5 match 1-0. 3-2 South Webster in game 2. The serve sent over, actually into the net rather, on that serve by Sydney Kessler. And side out to Garaway, tied up at 3 apiece. Second tie. And set number 2. Charlie Yoder is at the service line. She'll lob it over. Bump forward by Claxon, goes high in the air. Now the Raynard bumps it forward. Sent over by Carrie Sun, and she'll spike it into the floor and does not clear the net. Point goes to Garaway. 4-3 Lady Pirates. And Charlie Yoder will send it over. Left back corner, bump forward by Claxon. The set now by Kessler. The spike over the net can be blocked by Schlaball. Sent over the net and hit wide left on the attempted return by South Webster. Point to Garaway. Now have a 5-3 lead due to the Lady Pirates. Now the 2-point advantage. And Charlie Yoder will lob it over. Bump forward by Claxon. And the set by Kessler. The spike slammed over. And the kill by Mia Crum, the lefty. And a point to South Webster. Crum has their third kill for the match. The Jeeps will serve it down by a point at 4-5. Crum will have the serve. The left-hander will send it over. Bump forward, high in the air now by Audrey Miller to Yoder. Spiked over by True Tango, and she'll find the left back corner for the kill. True Tango. And that's going to go too long, excuse me. Correction, will be a point for South Webster. So we'll tie it up at 5. Will the Jeeps, and they'll stay on their side on the serve. Sent over by Crum. Here's the set by Yoder. Here's the spike by Morgan Staball. She'll get the kill that time. Trying to block it, couldn't do it. Staball with the Garaway point. Side out Lady Pirates serving at 6-5. And Morgan Staball has the serve. Lobs it over off the hands of Claxon, hits it backwards and cannot return it. Point to Garaway. 7-5 Lady Pirates. Stable has her third service point for the match. Garaway won game 1, 25-21. They're up in game 2, 7-5. Best of 5, win by 2 at the win the 25 here. Of course, the serve sent over into the net by Morgan Stable. And side out back to South Webster after she doesn't clear it, and they'll serve it 6-7. South Webster just one loss all of last year, fell in the regional finals, and just 2 losses this season. Another terrific season for the Jeeps. Lauren Kaltenbach will have the serve. And lobs it over. Bump forward by Schwartz. Off the hands of Yoder. Bump forward over the net that time by Morgan Stable. Bump forward now by South Webster. The dig over the net by Carrie Sun. Diving dig over the net by Tango, but a point awarded to Garaway on that push, and Garaway going to take an 8-6 lead. Quentin Schwartz now at the service line. And Schwartz will lob it into the net, side out to South Webster. Hanging around down by a point, 7-8, and Carrie Sun looks like she's going to have the serve. And Sun will send it over. Bump backwards by Morgan Stable, can't return it, and that'll tie it up at 8 apiece on the serve by Carrie Sun. Her third service point for the match. Been tied at 2, 3, 5, and 8 here in set number 2. Sun will lob it over. And goes too long that time on the serve. Side out Garaway up 9-8. Back to Garaway lead. And at the service line will be Caitlin Mass checking in, the senior. Mass will send it over the serve. Bump forward by Claxon. Set by Kessler. And the spike by Raynard. Dug out by Caitlin Mass. Now to Sydney Miller. Audrey Miller will send it over the net. And it goes wide right on the hit. And that'll be a point for South Webster. So side out to the Jeeps. Tied up at 9 apiece. Another tie. 5th tie here of game 2. Addie Claxon will be at the service line. Claxon lobs it over. Bump forward by Stable. The set by Yoder. The spike by Audrey Miller. Dug out by Claxon somehow. Off the hands. No, they're going to call a push on that one. Point goes to Garaway on the hard slam by Audrey Miller. Side out Lady Pirates serving at 10-9. Audrey Miller's going to have the serve. She'll lob it over. Bump forward by Claxon. Set by Kessler. Think of that by Mia Crum. Dug out by Morgan Stable. Set by Yoder. Here's a spike by Corhead. Dug out high in the air off the hands of Horner. Now the spike by Raynard. And she'll get the kill. Michaela Raynard coming through on the slam. 3rd kill for game 2. She has now 8 for the match. Side out to South Webster. We're tied up again at 10 apiece. 6 tie here of game 2. Garaway leads the specified match 1-0. And Raynard will have the serve. Lobs it over. Dug out by Sydney Miller. Set by Yoder. Spike by Morgan Stable. Deflected, and she'll get the kill. Off the hands of Kessler. Couldn't block it. Stable her 4th kill for game 2. Garaway up 11-10. Corhead is at the service line. Lobs it over. Bump forward by Claxon. Set by Kessler. Here's the spike slammed over the net by Mia Crum. And she'll get the kill on the attempted block by the Lady Pirates. Tied up at 11 apiece. We're tied again. And the serve by Sydney Kessler. She'll lob it over. Bump forward now by Caitlin Mass. The set by Yoder. Spike by Morgan Stable, and she'll slam it home for the kill. Again, coming through with that point when Garaway needs it. And a side out to the Lady Pirates, now a 12-11 lead. Charlie Yoder, the sophomore, back at the service line. Lobs it over. Claxon bumps it forward. Set by Kessler. And the spike by Crum. She'll slam it home. Once again, another answer from South Webster. Back and forth we go. Tied up at 12. Game 2 of this best-of-5 match. And Crum has the serve. Left-hander will lob it into the net. Side out right back to Garaway. 13-12 Garaway. At the line, Morgan Schlebel. Sends it over, and it'll go too long. And again, we're tied up. As we continue this pattern, Garaway takes a point lead, and South Webster answers. 13-13 the score. 7 ties so far in Game 2. At the line is Lauren Coltenbach. And she'll lob it over the net. Dug out by Schwartz. Set by Yoder. Here's the spike by Audrey Miller. Bumped high in the air and the hit by Coltenbach. The set by Kessler. The spike by Rayner. Deflected, and she'll slam it home. Schwartz trying to block it, couldn't do it. And Rayner comes through with the kill. 14-13, now South Webster has the lead. 5th service point for the match for Lauren Coltenbach. She'll serve it over. Bump forward by Schwartz. Off the hands of Sydney Miller. Set back over by Audrey Miller over the net. Off the hands of Carrie Sun. The set by Kessler. The spike by Raynard. Bump forward by Morgan Stable. Now the set by Yoder. The spike by Audrey Miller. And she'll get the kill to the center back line. Audrey Miller ties it up at 14 apiece. Side out Garaway. Quentin Schwartz will have the serve. Schwartz lobs it over. And it's going to be a bit long on that. Very close. Took a chance kind of letting that go. But just inches too long on there. That serve by Schwartz. And it will be a side out to South Webster. So a 15-14 South Webster lead. And at the line, that's going to be Lakin McGraw, the senior, will have a serve. McGraw will lob it over. Bump forward by Stable, set by Yoder. Spiked by Audrey Miller, and Audrey Miller finds the center back line for the kill. And you knew that was going to happen, as we're going to be tied up again at 15. Garaway won Game 1, 25-21. It's tied up in Game 2 at 15 apiece. Cora Head is at the service line. Head will lob it over. Bump forward by Claxon. Set by Kessler. Spiked by Rayner. Actually, she'll dink it over instead. Bump forward and not return. I think I threw Garaway off, as it did me, and it'll be a point for South Webster. Addie Claxon at the service line. 16-15 South Webster lead. Timeout Garaway. This is regional semifinal volleyball on WKLM.
At Home Siding Contractors, our mission is to give homeowners a quality product, whether it's our vinyl siding or our energy-efficient replacement windows and doors. Home Siding Contractors is ready to turn your home into one of your biggest energy-saving assets. You'll notice the difference as your home will stay warmer in the winter and cooler in the summer. Call 888-725-6619 for a in-home estimate or find all of our products at homesiding.com.
It's been a good one so far, tightly contested throughout the first set after Garaway took a big lead early, and then South Webster came back and really nip and tuck the rest of the way. Garaway won Game 1 25-21, and we've been really back and forth the entire Game 2, and right now a 16-15 score. So another close one here in Game 2. At the service line, it's Addie Claxon out of the timeout for the Jeeps. Claxon, the junior, will serve it over. And cannot be returned by the diving attempt of Caitlin Mast. Point South Webster, now a 2-point lead at 17-15. Claxon, her third service point for the match. And she'll serve it over again. Bump forward by Caitlin Mast. Here's the set by Yoder. The spike by Cora Head. And hit by Head, going to fall in for the Garaway point. Side out to the Lady Pirates. Second kill for Head for the match. Garaway now serving at 16-17, down by 1. Audrey Miller will serve it over the net, bump forward by Claxon. Now to Kessler, the spike by Mia Crum. Dug out now by Audrey Miller. Now to Yoder. Hits a high in the air. Sent over by Morgan Stable. She'll slam it home. Morgan Stable. tied up now at 17 apiece. Audrey Miller will serve it over. Bump forward by Claxon. Off the hands now of Kessler. Here's a spike into the net by Crum. Point Garaway, and they've now regained the lead at 18-17. Back-to-back service points for Audrey Miller. Now has 6 for the match. She'll serve it over and hits it wide right. And again, we are deadlocked at 18. Right now, nobody can string them together. Back and forth we go. 18-18 the score. The Jeeps have the side out in the serve. Here's Michaela Raynard, the senior. She'll serve it over. Bump forward by Caitlin Mass, set by Yoder. Spike Morgan to slay ball, and she'll get the kill. And a side out right back to Garaway. You get her to that spot, in that position, 9 times out of 10, she's slamming that one home. 19-18 Garaway. Croy Head's going to have the serve. Lobs it over, and that's going to go too long. Again, Claxon, the last second she dove underneath that ball, and it does it wisely, and a side out back to South Webster, tied up at 19 apiece. Not sure how she ducked underneath that ball. She did. It'll be at the line now for South Webster. Is going to be Sydney Kessler. Kessler will lob it just over the net. Diving dig by Caitlin Mass. Set by Yoder. Sent over by Morgan Schlabel. Dug out. Set by Kessler. Crum tried to dink it over. Hits it wide right. Point Garaway. And side out again to the Lady Pirates. And they'll have a 20-19 lead at the line, Charlie Yoder. Again, play the 25, win by 2. Yoder will lob it over, bump forward by Claxon. Set by Kessler. Spike by Crum. Bump forward now by Yoder. Bump forward by Audrey Miller. Sent over by Morgan Schlabel. And that time it'll off the hands of Carrie Sun, who couldn't block it. Point goes to Garaway. Timeout, South Webster, 21-19 Garaway in game 2. This is regional semifinal volleyball on WKLM.
Premier Pharmacy has more ways to serve you. I'm Joel Gauss from Premier Pharmacy, and I'm happy to announce that our newest location in Sugar Creek is open and accepting new patients. Our location in downtown Sugar Creek accepts most major insurances and offers the same great service you've come to expect in our Berlin and Millersburg locations, including delivery and vaccination services. Give us a call today at 330-852-5146 and start experiencing the Premier Pharmacy difference. Premier Pharmacy is your local, hometown, independent pharmacy.
21-19 Garaway, a 2-point advantage. This has been tied at 2, 3, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18, and 19. And now Garaway a 2-point advantage. Here's a serve by Charlie Yoder. Over the net, it'll be bumped forward high in the air by Claxon. Now the set by Kessler. The spike by Carrie Sun. Bump forward by Audrey Yoder, set by Yoder. The spike by Morgan Schlabel. Off the hands of Claxon, can't return it. Point goes to Garaway. 22-19 Lady Pirates. Charlie Yoder has 3 service points here in game 2. Yoder lobs it over. Bump forward high in the air by Claxon. Think of that by Kessler, dug out. Now the set by Yoder. The spike by True Tango, block at the net. Off the hands of Audrey Miller. Yoder shall send it over the net, hit by Audrey Miller. Now the bump forward by Claxon. Here's the dink of the net, that time into the net, I should say, by Bree Schubert, and a point goes to Garaway. 23-19 Lady Pirates. And timeout South Webster. This is regional semifinal volleyball on WKLM. Phillips CT GIMD is proud to sponsor this Garaway broadcast. The primary care facility will treat patients of all ages, from pediatrics through geriatrics. Dr. Teague will help manage and diagnose a variety of common illnesses and conditions, covering a broad spectrum of health issues. They're located at 153.5 North Broadway in Sugar Creek and the Sugar Creek Family Medical Center, across from the fire station, and accept most major insurance plans. Call 852-3211 for an appointment. 23-19 Garaway. Really, neither team could kind of pull away here And until the last several points here toward the end of this second set. Now Garaway has taken a 4-point lead after it went back and forth through much of this second set. Garaway trying to take a commanding 2-0 lead if they can get these next 2 points. Charlie Yoder out of the timeout. Yoder lobs it over. Going for by Claxon. Set by Kessler. Spiked by Kerry's son and hits it. Too long. Point goes to Garaway, up 24-19. And possible game point coming up, 24-19 Garaway. Yoder serves it over. Dug out by Claxon. Set by Kessler. And dug out by Garaway. Hit it wide left that time. Point to South Webster. They'll stay alive for now. Side out to the Jeeps. Now serving at 20-24. It'll be Mia Crum at the line. And serves it over. Dug out. Set by Yoder. Spiked by Morgan Stayball. Show wind up and slam it home. Garaway wins it 25-20. And Garaway has taken a 2-0 lead in this best-of-5 match. We'll take a break, come back with Game 3 very shortly. This is Regional Semifinal Volleyball on WKLM.
Some call it overplanning. At Millersburg Electric, we call it foresight. Be prepared for the next power outage with a Generac home standby generator. After sensing a power outage, a Generac generator automatically restores your home's power, whether you're home or away. Generac, it's not just a generator, it's a power move. Team up with Millersburg Electric and Generac today to schedule your free in-home consultation and a turnkey generator install. Call or visit millersburgelectric.com and be ready for the next power outage.
Truck Month has been extended through October at Village Motors in Millersburg. Hi, this is Deke Miller, and we are offering supplier pricing right now on all in-stock Ford F-150s. Also, we're offering supplier pricing on all new Ram trucks in stock. Whether you're in the market for a half-ton, 3/4 or 1-ton, or even a heavier chassis, no matter the size, you get the supplier pricing plus all applicable rebates or financing specials. We have plenty of inventory in stock. Check us out online at villagemotorsinc.com or stop in and see us in Village Motors in Millersburg.
When you're thinking of old-fashioned smokehouse flavor, think Sugar Valley Meats. They cure their own ham and bacon, and the old-fashioned smokehouse uses hickory, apple, and sassafras. Processing, curing, and custom butchering are available, cut to your specifications. That's Sugar Valley Meats on Dutch Valley Drive in Sugar Creek. Turn left at the light, and Sugar Valley Meats is 1/4 mile on the right. Call today, 330-852-4423.
Sutherland Brothers Sand and Gravel Incorporated is proud to be a part of this Garaway broadcast. At Sutherland Brothers, they offer sand, gravel, topsoil and fill dirt, mason sand, and concrete sand. They are open Monday through Friday from 7 to 5, Saturdays from 7 to noon, and closed on holidays. Call 330-756-2244. That's 330-756-2244. Located on Sutherland Road Northwest in Beach City. Sutherland Brothers Sand and Gravel Incorporated. Men with true grit. Garaway won Game 1, 25-21. They come back to win Game 2, 25-20. Both the sets have been evenly contested, but Garaway has gotten enough to get the edge, and they've taken commanding 2-0 lead in this best-of-5 match. If Garaway would win Game 3, they'll close out the match and move on to their first ever regional championship. So obviously South Webster needs to win this third set if they want to extend this match. Winner moves on to the Saturday's regional final against Marion Pleasant, who won in straight sets in their regional semifinal win over Nelsonville, York. That'll be this Saturday, 2 o'clock, back here at Heath High School. Matt Croy alongside with you. This match being video live streamed on the WKLM YouTube page, courtesy of the Claxon communication team. We're also on FM 95.3 and WKLM-FM.com. Blaisdon Mullins back at WKLM Sports Central. And it'll be the serve here for South Webster's Annie Claxon will serve it over. Bump to the right side by Sydney Miller. Bump forward, sent back over on the hit now by Charlie Yoder. Dug out by Claxon. Here's the set by Kessler. Take over the net by Rayner. And sit back there. That'll be a point rather for who? The point be awarded to Garaway, it looks like. So Garaway's going to get that point. So side out to the Lady Pirates. And now a 1-0 lead. Andre Miller's not going to have this serve. Scholes center to the left front corner off the hands of Quiltenbach. Now to Claxon. Sit back over by Rayner. Dug out by Andre Miller. Set by Yoder. The spike by Corhead. She'll hit it too long. Side out South Webster. Tied up now at 1 apiece. Reminder, we'll also have playoff football tomorrow night. Of course, Garaway playing close to Lakeview. We'll be video live streaming that on the WKLM YouTube page and also on Stream 2. And, of course, we'll also have West Olds at Unioto on YouTube tomorrow night as well. Here's the serve sent over the net by Raynard, bump forward by Audrey Miller. Here's the set by Yoder. The spike by Morgan Stayball. Skips off the top of the net and I believe falls in. And it will be a point for Garaway. So Morgan Stayball, even when she doesn't hit it well, it still finds the other side. Side out to Garaway, a 2-1 advantage. Croy header will send it over. Dug out by Claxon. Set by Kessler. Set back over by Mia Crum. Going to hit it wide right. And a point for Garaway, a 3-1 advantage. Croy head will lob it over. Bump forward now by Horner. Dug out by Kessler. Step over on the hip now that time by South Webster. Bump forward by Yoder. The spike by Morgan Stayball. She'll line it up and she'll slam it home off the hands of Claxon, who could not return it. Morgan Stayball, another kill. 4-1 Garaway. Again, Garaway, if they win this third set, they'll close out the match. Trying to make history are the Lady Pirates. Header will send it over. Bump forward by Claxon. Here's the set by Kessler. The stick of that off the hands now of Crum. And the set by Yoder. The spike by Morgan Stayball. And she'll get the kill again. Garaway a 5-1 advantage. Croy Head now has 5 service points for the match. 5-1 Garaway. And she'll lob it over. Bumped off the hands of Claxon. Set by Kessler. Here's the hit over the net by Crum. Dug out by Audrey Miller to Yoder. Set back over by Morgan Stayball. Bump forward by Claxon up in the air. And it'll be blocked at the net by Crum. Kept alive by Head, who sends it over the net. Now the set by Carrie Sun. The set by Kessler. Hit over the net last time by South Webster. Bump forward by Garaway. Set now by Kessler. Here's a spike by Raynard. And that'll find the right back corner for the kill. Much needed point for South Webster. Michaela Raynard coming through and a side out to the Lady Jeeps, serving at 2-5. Trailing by 3. Garaway leads this best of 5 match, though, 2-0. And for the Jeeps with the serve, going to be Sydney Kessler, who lobs it over. Bump forward now by Croy Head, set by Yoder. Here's the spike by Morgan Stayball. Bump forward high in the air by Carrie Sun. Set back over by Schwartz. Bump forward by Raynard. Now the set by Kessler. Here's a spike by Bria Schubert. Blocked at the net by Quentin Schwartz. Point goes to Garaway. Side out Lady Pirates up 6-2. And again, they lead this best of 5 match, 2-0. At the line, Charlie Yoder. Garaway 21-4, ranked 10th in Division 6. And South Webster 21-2, they're ranked 8th in Division 6. Serve sent over, dug out by Claxon. Bump forward now by Raynard. Step back over the hit by Sun. Actually, she hits it into the net, rather. Does not clear it. Point Garaway and a 7-2 advantage. Timeout. South Webster 7-2 Garaway in Game 3. This is Regional Semifinal Volleyball on WKLM.
Critchfield Law Firm has always been dedicated to providing the highest quality legal services to their clients throughout Holmes County and surrounding areas. Critchfield Law Firm also understands the dedication of our youth. From the classroom to the music room to athletics, Holmes County's best is represented in every academic area. Critchfield Law Firm in Millersburg, wishing all who participate the best in their endeavors.
Winner moves on to take on 15th ranked Marion Pleasant, who won in straight sets over Nelsonville, York. And right now it's Garaway who's in command. Up 2-0 and also a 7-2 advantage in set 3, trying to close this thing out if they can win this third set and capture their first ever regional semifinal win in school history. At the line, that is going to be Charlie Yoder. She'll lob it over. Bump forward by Claxon. Set by Kessler. The spike by Crum, and she'll slam it home for the kill by the left-hander, Mia Crum, who now has 6 kills for the match. Side out to the Jeeps, serving at 3-7. And Crum will have the serve. She'll lob it just over the net, bump off the hands of True Tango, set by Charlie Yoder. Spike by Morgan Stable, hits it, I believe, wide right, and a point one DB for South Webster. They'll now serve it at 4-7. Crum will lob it over the net off the hands of Tango. Bump 4 now by Morgan Stabo. Tango will send it over. Deflected. Bump 4 now by South Webster, set by Kessler. Dig over the net off the hands of Rayner. Diving dig by Sidney Miller. Here's the spike by Quinn Stabo. Quinn Schwartz, Bump 4 now by Kessler. And the dig over the net by Schubert. Dug out. Spiked over by Morgan Stabo. Dug out now by Rayner. Bump 4 by Kessler. The dig over the net by Carrie Sun. Off the hands now of Caitlin Mast to Yoder. The spike by Morgan Stabo, and she'll get the kill. Sun trying to block it, couldn't do it. Side out Garaway, now up 8-4, and Stabo will have the serve. And serves it over. Off the hands of Rayner. Bump 4 now by Claxon. Set back over by Carrie Sun. Deflected in. The net violation point goes to Garaway. They have a 9-4 advantage. Morgan Stabo. 4 service points for her for the match. And serves it over. Bump 4 by Carrie Sun. Here's a set. Now the spike slammed over by Bree Schubert. She'll get the kill on the attempted block by Garaway. Side out South Webster, serving at 5-9. Down by 4. At the line, Lauren Coltenbach. See if they can string a few together here for the Jeeps. And Coltenbach will serve it over. Bump 4 now by Schwartz. Here's the set by Yoder. And the spike sent over by Audrey Miller. Bump 4 by Claxon. Now the set by Kessler. The spike slammed too long on the hit by Raynard. Thought it was deflected, but not the case. Side out to Garaway, a 10-5 lead. Quinn Schwartz will have the serve. And lobs it over. Bump 4 by Claxon. Now the set by Kessler. The spike blocked at the net by Audrey Miller. And point goes to Garaway. 11-5 Lady Pirates. Quinn Schwartz gets the service point. Her third for the match. And serves it over. Bumped up in the air. Now the set by Kessler. The spike by Carrie Sun. And she'll slam it home. Off the attempted block by Audrey Miller. Carrie Sun has her third kill for the match. Side out South Webster, serving at 6-11. Garaway won game 1, 25-21. And Garaway a winner also in game 2, 25-20. Chiefs have the serve. Down by 5 in game 3. Serve will be lobbed over by McGraw. Bump 4 set by Yoder. Here's the spike by True Tango. And she'll slam it home. True Tango that time. Her second kill for the match. Side out Garaway up 12-6. Caitlin Mast is at the line. And lobs it over the net. Bumped up in the air. Off the hands of Coltenbach. Bump 4. Set back over by Rayner. Diving dig over the net. Off the hands now of Kessler. Here's the spike by Rayner. And she'll slam it home. Off the hands of Cora Head. Michaela Raynard has the kill. Her second for game 3. And now the serve for South Webster, serving at 7-12, down by 5. And Addie Claxon, the libero, will lob it over. Dug up by Sidney Miller to Charlie Yoder. Set back over now by Cora Head. Bump 4 down by Claxon. Set by Kessler. The spike by Raynard. Done. She'll get the kill. Off the diving attempt and attempted dig by Morgan Stable. Claxon will get that service point. And that is her fourth for the match. Serving now at 8-12. Claxon lobs it over. Bump backwards by Sidney Miller. Can't return it. Point to South Webster. Now back to within 3 at 9-12. Again, every one of these games have been fairly tightly contested. Claxon. She'll lob it over. And that time, it'll go too long. That time, Sidney Miller kind of let that one go at the last second, and it will be a point for Garaway. So side out to the Pirates, serving at 13-9. Audrey Miller will serve it over. Bump forward. Have the set by Kessler, the spike by Crum, and she'll slam it home for the kill. Side out to South Webster. Trying to hang in this thing. Trailing by 3, serving at 10-13. Michaela Raynard, the senior, is at the service line. She'll lob it over. Dug out by Audrey Miller. Now the Charlie Yoder. Sent over the hit by Coreyhead. Bump forward now by Horner. Dug out by Kessler. Sent over the spike by Schubert. Blocked at the net by Head. Sent back over now by Kessler. Bump forward by Sidney Miller. Set by Yoder. Spike by Morgan Staball. Dug out high in the air by Claxon. Set by Kessler. Spike by Crum. Dug out by Sidney Miller. Off the hands now, hit over the net by Yoder. Slammed back over by Mia Crum, dug out by Sidney Miller. Now the Yoder, the spike by Morgan Stable. Diving dig by Horner. Off the hands now, Raynard. Set back over on the hit by Claxon. Bump forward by Audrey Miller, set by Yoder. And the spike by Head, blocked the net by Mia Crum. Point goes to South Webster. And back to within two, serving at 11-13. Michaela Raynard will lob it over. Bump forward now by Audrey Miller to Yoder. Spike Morgan to stay ball. Dug out by Claxon again. And bumped over the net off the hands of Raynard. Diving dig. Now the set by Yoder. The spike sent over by Coreyhead. Bump forward by Claxon. Now the set by Kessler. The spike by Crum. Dug out by Sidney Miller. Spike again by Crum. This time she'll get the kill. And Southwestern back in it. Down by a point at 13-12 in Game 3. Timeout called. This is Regional Semifinal Volleyball on WKLM. Check out this property located at 5181 Eagle Drive in Berlin. Listed for sale by Kaufman Realty and Auctions with an asking price of $420,000. Nestled in the picturesque Hawks Landing neighborhood, this ranch home is in the heart of Amish country. Built in 2017, this residence boasts 3 bedrooms and 2 full bathrooms, first floor laundry, and attached garage. While the full basement, already plumbed for a bathroom, presents an exciting opportunity for customization. For more information or to choose a date and time to see this property, contact Nolan Mackey at 330-231-0028 or check it out at KaufmanRealty.com. Hasn't been tied since it was tied at 1 here in this third set, but Southwestern trying to do it right here, down 13-12. And at the service line, Michaela Raynard, who's gotten the last 2 service points for the Jeeps. She'll serve it over. Bump forward by Audrey Miller, set by Yoder. Dig over that by Morgan Stable. Diving dig off the hands now of Kessler. Dunk over by Schubert. Diving dig again by Garaway. Sent back over by Morgan Stable on the spike. This time bump forward by Claxon. To Kessler. Spiked over by Schubert. Diving dig attempt again by Caitlin Mass. Dunk over now by Morgan Stable. Here's a spike. Slammed over by Mia Crum. That'll find the right back corner, and we are all knotted up at 13. Second tie of Game 3. Raynard at the service line. And she'll lob it over. Bump forward by Audrey Miller. Now to Yoder. Morgan Stable slams it over, deflected, and it falls into the left front corner. Point goes to Garaway. Side out Garaway up 14-13. Cora Head has the serve. And she'll send it over. Before by Horner, here's the set by Kessler. Set back over on the hit that time by South Webster. Bump forward by Yoder. Here's the spike by Morgan Stable. Deflected off the net. Dug out by Raynard. Set by Kessler. Spike by Schubert. Dug out by Morgan Stable. Set by Yoder again. Stable spikes it over. Deflected, and she'll get the point for the Lady Pirates. Morgan Stable coming through again. 15-13 Garaway. Corey Head at the service line, and she will serve it over. Bump forward by Horner. Set by Kessler. The spike by Crum. Blocked by Quinn Schwartz. Dug out again, and set back over by Raynard. Here's the set by Yoder. The spike by Stable, and she'll slam it home again. Morgan Stable. 16-13 Lady Pirates. Head has the serve. Lobs it over. Bump forward by Claxon. Set by Kessler. The spike by Crum. Dug out by Audrey Miller just over the net. And it slips over there and it crawls on the other side and it falls in to that center front line. Point goes to Garaway. They'll get the roll that time. Cora Head now 5 service points for Game 3 alone. 17-13 Garaway. She'll serve it over. Bump forward by Claxon. Set by Kessler. The spike by Crum. Bump forward by Audrey Miller. Now to Yoder. Sent over on the spike by Morgan Stable, hit off the top of the net. Skips over, point goes to Garaway. All of a sudden, they've gotten on a roll here after it was tied up at 13, and Garaway now 5 straight points. They have an 18-13 lead. Croy Head has the serve. Lobs it over, bump forward by Claxon. Taken over the net by Kessler, blocked by Schwartz, point to Garaway. And timeout, Seth Webster, 19-13 Garaway. This is regional semifinal volleyball on WKLM.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owner's insurance agent. Hobron's Insurance Service, 170 South Clay Street in Millersburg. Call 1-800-340-3767.
It was 13-all, and since then, all Garaway. They've rounded off 6 consecutive points, and the Lady Pirates have a 19-13 lead. They lead this best-of-5 match, does Garaway, 2-0. Croy Head is at the service line. Head will serve it over. Bump forward by Claxon. Is set by Kessler and gets called for the push. And another point goes to Garaway. 20-13 Lady Pirates. Head will send it over. Dug out by Claxon off the hands of Kessler. Sent over the net by Schubert. Diving dig by Caitlin Mass. Set by Yoder. And the spike. Slam home to the center back line. Morgan Schlabel. 21-13 Garaway. Eight straight points for the Lady Pirates. Head will serve it over. Dug out by Claxon. Set by Kessler. Spiked over by Crum. Diving dig attempt off the hands of Schwartz and over the net somehow by Yoder. Now the set by Kessler, the spike by Crum. Bump forward by Audrey Miller. Now to Yoder. And the dick of the net by Morgan Stable off the hands of Kessler. Set back over by Claxon. Off the hands now of Head. Dick of the net by Quinn Schwartz. Dug out by Raynard. Set by Kessler. The spike by Crum. Bump high in the air by Audrey Miller. Bump forward now by Croy Head. Sit back over by Yoder. Dug out by Claxon. Here's the set. Kessler, the spike. Slam home by Mia Crum. And that will finally snap the string of 8 consecutive points scored by Garaway. Heath will serve it now at 14-21, now down by 7. Kessler will serve it over. Bump forward. Off the hands of Yoder. Think of that, actually to the net, shy of the net on the attempted dink by Morgan Schlabel. And it will be a point for South Webster. Now serving at 15-21. Sydney Kessler. That's her first service point for the match. Lobs it over. Bump forward by Audrey Miller. Now set by Yoder. Spiked by Schlabel. Bumped high in the air on the attempted dig by Claxon. And goes wide left. Point goes to Garaway. 22-15 Lady Pirates. They'll have the serve. Charlie Yoder at the line. Yoder lobs it over. Bump to the right side. Raider can't return it. Point Garaway. Garaway trying to make history. Yoder lobs it over. Bumped high in the air by Raynard. Dug out by Kessler. The spike by Carrie Sun. Diving dig attempt by Audrey Miller. Garaway can't return it. Point goes to South Webster. Carrie Sun with that kill. And that's going to be her second for game 3, her 4th kill for the match. Sign out to the Jeep, serving at 16-23. Mia Crum has the serve, and she will lob it over. Bump forward, now by Morgan Schlabel, set by Yoder. Schlabel will spike it over, deflected, and dug out by Raynard, set by Kessler. The spike by Schubert, blocked to the net by Quinn Schwartz. Dug out, now the set again by Kessler, the spike by Carrie Sun, and she'll slam it home. Back-to-back kills, Carrie Sun. 17-23, and Mia Crum with the serve again. down by 6. She'll lob it over. Bump high in the air by Audrey Miller. Bump forward now by Yoder. And set back over by Morgan Staball. Dug out now by Raynard. Set by Kessler. Set back over on the hit by South Webster. Now the set by Yoder. Think over that off the hands of True Tango. It falls into the center front corner. True Tango gets the point for Garaway, up 24-17. And possible game point in match point. And Morgan Staball appropriately is at the service line. She'll send it over. And it's going to go too long on the serve. Side out to Southwestern. We'll have to hold off just a little bit longer. As the Jeeps will serve it now at 18-24. Lauren Kaltenbach will have the serve. And she'll serve it over. Bump forward by Staball. Set by Yoder. And the spike, Audrey Miller. She'll slam it home to the left back corner, Audrey Miller. And Garaway wins it. 25-18, and the Lady Pirates will move on to the regional finals for the first time in school history. Garaway wins it in straight sets tonight. They've been to the regional semifinals now 3 times in their school's history. In 1991 and 93, and now back here in 2024, but they'll move on to the regional championship for the first time ever with the win tonight over South Webster. And Garaway indeed will take on Marion Pleasant, ranked 15th in Division 6 this Saturday, 2 o'clock here at Heath High School in the regional championship. So Garaway hits the win in straight sets. They'll move on to the regional finals for the first time in school history. We'll take a timeout. Back to you after this on WKLM.
Get luxury for every home with Montana Forge Hardware and MRV Siding Supply. Montana Forge provides custom luxury for every home and is one of the most affordable luxury brands in the industry with solid forged brass designer hardware manufactured to the highest standards. Don't forget about beautiful Montana Forge bath hardware available in all Montana Forge finishes. That's MRV Siding Supply in Millersburg, Newark, and Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Visit them on the web at mrvsiding.com.
Get your siding supplies from the siding guys. MRV Siding Supply.
Time is ticking and your dream home is waiting. This is Ben Hirschberger at the Commercial and Savings Bank. We understand that buying a home can be overwhelming, but with CSB, it's easier than ever. We offer a range of options. Whether you're looking to buy, build, refinance, or improve your home, our mortgage lenders will guide you every step of the way. Visit our website at csb1.com to apply online today and turn your dream into a reality. The Commercial and Savings Bank, where homeownership begins. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hey, other guys' insurance, you got Kyle.
Hey, Kyle, it's Brenda. I was just reading through your proposal and I have a few questions.
When we drafted up your proposal, we really aimed right down the middle.
Sometimes wonder if your insurance agent true priority is more time on the golf course.
At Hummel, we do insurance differently. Our expert advisors help you not only mitigate risk, but operate more efficiently, decrease employee turnover, and increase your bottom line.
Having trouble with your farm equipment? Don't spend all your hard-earned money on buying new. Bring your equipment to Fisher Farm Service, located at 5327 Weller Road Northwest in New Philadelphia, and have their qualified technicians take a look at it. The technicians at Fisher Farm Service can fix your equipment and have it working as good as new. Their technicians specialize in tractors, combines, skid loaders, and balers. So the next time your farm equipment is not working to your standard, take it to Fisher Farm Service and get your equipment back to peak performance. Call Fisher Farm Service at 330-364-4449.
It is the final. Garaway will make history tonight as they'll move on to the regional championship for the first time in their school's history as they'll win it in straight sets over South Webster. And for Garaway, they jumped out to a 10-4 lead in Game 1. South Webster came back to tie it up at 13 apiece. Then Garaway outscored them 12-8 the rest of the way. And Garaway won Game 1 25-21. Then in Game 2, really nip and tuck the entire way as for that second set, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 ties in Game 2. The last tie was at 19. Then all Garaway, the final stretch, as they would outscore South Webster 6-1 the rest of the way after it was tied at 19, and Garaway won Game 2 25-21. And then in Game 3, it was tied up at 13 apiece. Then Garaway would rattle off 8 consecutive points. They led at 21-13, and they go on to get the win 25-18 in Game number 3 to close it out in straight sets. Leading the way, as per usual, for Garaway, Morgan Staball, the IVC South Player of the Year, had 26 kills for the match to go along with her 4 service points. While Croy had 10 service points and 2 kills. Audrey Miller had 6 service points and 9 kills for the match. 7 service points for Charlie Yoder, and also 3 kills for True Tango for the match. 3 service points, 2 kills for Quinn Schwartz as well for the match for Garaway. For South Webster tonight, for them, leading the way, Michaela Raynard had 13 kills and 5 service points. 11 kills also for Mia Crum, and 5 service points apiece for Addie Claxon and Lauren Kaltenbach, and also 5 kills for the match for Carrie Sum. Garaway, the 10th ranked team in Division 6, now the 22-4 on the year. They won 7 straight. They'll take on 15th ranked Pleasant. It'll be this Saturday in the regional finals, 2 o'clock here at Heath High School after Pleasant won their match in straight sets earlier tonight over Nelsonville York. With the loss, the 8th-ranked South Webster already to the regionals for a 5th consecutive year. They'll end their season, though, with the record of 21-3, snapping a 2-match winning streak for the Lady Jeeps. Reminder, of course, tomorrow night we'll have playoff football coming away. We'll have Garaway playing host to Lakeview, of course. We'll be video live streaming that on YouTube and also be on Stream 2 on our website, so don't miss that. And also, of course, we'll have West Olds at Unioto. That'll be on FM 95.3 and WKLM-FM.com and Stream 1, and also on YouTube for that game tomorrow night as well, for those 2 playoff football games for tomorrow night. And, of course, don't miss Saturday. We'll have that regional championship match for you with Garaway against Pleasant. That'll be on YouTube and Stream 2 on Saturday. Of course, we have the Ohio State game going on the radio, so we'll have that on YouTube and Stream 2 on Saturday. Airtime for that will be at 1:30, and the first serve at 2 o'clock on Saturday. And also on Sunday, we'll have boys Division 5 Regional Championship Soccer from Streetsboro. Central Christian is taking on Lake Center Christian. That'll be on YouTube and Stream 2. Airtime for that will be right around 11:40 a.m. coming up on Saturday for that. So still plenty of action coming your way all weekend long on WKLM. We do want to thank our video live stream partners, Claxon Communications, allowing us to bring you this live stream coverage for tonight. Casey Claxon producing tonight's live stream coverage, and also Andrew Dunlap working the camera. And also thanks to Blaisdon Mullins back at WKLM Sports Central. I'm Matt Croy. Again, the final in Division 6 regional semifinal volleyball from Heath High School. Garaway moving on to the regional finals for the first time in school history as they win it in straight sets over South Webster, and they'll take on Pleasant this Saturday afternoon in the regional championship. So long, everybody.
Tonight's broadcast has been a production of WKLM Radio and Claxon Communications.